Hi, Salima. It's great to have you. I was wondering if you could just quickly introduce yourself.
Sure. My name is Salima Versi. I am one of the founders of the Muslim Feminist Collective. Um, I'm also a psychotherapist. I have my own practice, background counseling and consulting, where I specialize in working with Muslim populations. And I'm finishing off a PhD in religious studies with a specialization in Islam.
Wow, fantastic. So, do you mind telling us a little bit about your organization?
Yeah, so the Muslim Feminist Collective started a year and a bit, a year and a half ago almost now. And it initially kind of started as a way for us to do a project, which was the Vagina Monologues with an all-Muslim cast. So we ran that for the first time last February, so February of 2019.
Hmm.
And we ran it again in 2020 with an all women of color cast. So we paired up with Black Women United, which
Okay.
was amazing. And so that was the initial impetus was just to have an umbrella to kind of host under. And then it sort of just became a kind of loose grassroots organization of a bunch of us. We're mostly online, kind of sharing ideas that we think are important around feminism, about Islam in the contemporary world, about um, left leaning politics and things that we think are relevant to the way that we live in this world right now, and how that interacts with feminism and Islam in particular.
Okay.
So yeah, so it gained a life of its own in many ways.
That's amazing. That's
Yeah.
so cool that it just started out as a project. So, I don't know, because the way you're describing it sounds a little bit more informal. Do you have a role? Like, do you, do you guys have titles or anything like that in your
Not
organ?
really. Like we when we started, it was intentionally started as a collective. The intention behind it was for it to be kind of a looser, more grassroots organization without kind of major roles and titles.
Okay.
So I was one of the early founders. Like it was partly my idea, but I wasn't the only one. I helped to run the Facebook page, but I'm not the only one that does it.
Okay.
And yeah, I helped to organize the production of Vagina Monologues, but again, I'm not the only one. So, and it kind of is a loose group. Like people come and go as they need. People post and not post depending on how they're feeling. And even with the production of Vagina Monologues, we have some people who come just for that and are stellar and super super supportive for those 3 months, and then kind of go back to their regular lives and
Right.
are less involved in the collective for the rest of the year, which is totally fine too.
Right.
And that's actually, I think, one of the advantages of the way that we work.
Right.
That people kind of come in, and it has become kind of an umbrella under which we were hoping to kind of allow people to host pet projects that fell within kind of the broad categories of feminism and social justice and Islam.
Right.
Um, so that was the intention, and there hasn't really been much of that available, at least in Edmonton recently.
Mm-hmm.
Though we do have a long history in the city of that kind of work. So
I know I was delighted to see the title, and I love seeing what you guys post on social media, and it's often stuff that I even though I'm not Muslim, I definitely identify with the message that you guys are spreading.
yeah,
Um, so you talked about how you first got involved. How do you stay motivated with doing social justice work?
that is an excellent question. Honestly, I think for me and for a lot of us that are still engaged in the collective, faith is a big part of the reason why we do this work. So we all come from, though we come from various different interpretations of Islam and different communities in Islam, we all kind of share an underlying sense that part of the um, core imperative of Islam is social justice.
Hmm.
That Islam presents us with a vision of the world that is inclusive and pluralist and really encourages us to work towards a society where there is no oppression, where we see equity, where we see real justice at play. And so that is for me still very much one of the things that continues to fuel me in this work. Um, it is hard. We are all people of color on our collective, and that brings with it certain challenges and a certain degree of burnout. I think that is additional to just kind of doing social justice work in general. And so we also try and trade off when we can and take each other in when we kind of hit a wall. And so I think the other piece of it is really the communal spirit behind the work that we do.
Okay.
And that really fuels us too.
Okay. Is there someone that you really look up to, someone that inspires you?
Does it need to be someone living? Or is
No, that's an open question.
I wore the wrong sweater. I have this other sweater that like has like 3 of my favorite Muslim women.
Oh.
And it's like I actually have it on my wall too. So it's like strong like Zainab, brave like Fatima, and smart like Khadija. And so they are 3 women that were members of the Prophet's family, peace be upon him and his family, and really just incredible women. Like Khadija was his first wife, and she was like an entrepreneur and like really brilliant, like super intelligent, like really a force of her own. She was older than the Prophet. She proposed to him. She like kind of just did her own thing. Fatima was his daughter, and she was known for being very pious and patient, but also had like a very strong sense of like righteousness and didn't allow people to kind of trample her sense of what was right. But my personal favorite is Bibi Zainab. So Zainab was the Prophet's granddaughter, and she basically survived the massacre of her family. And she's like marched into the court of the Khalif, who was the Muslim of the time. And she doesn't care. She tells him off. She tells him how, her brother had been marching towards the city in the hopes of overthrowing what was essentially an unjust rule, and an oppressive rule. And she basically tells him that. And she says, how can you think that you won't be held accountable for this? What makes you think that you have the right to treat people this way? How can you sit there with such arrogance and assume that you are untouchable? Like, don't you know that Allah will hold you to account? And she just rails at him. And she is so compelling that he ends up freeing her and what's left of her family. And she has been for a long time my model in the work that I do, about what it means to speak truth to power, about what it means to really couch that fight in your faith and in your belief, and to not apologize for that as you go through the work. And so that's really one of the big, for me personally, one of the big people that I've always looked up to.
That sounds like an amazing triad, and that's really fascinating to hear about. I love that the role models come like directly from your religion story. Yeah. And in terms of the feminist side of things, is there one issue that you're most passionate about that just is your driving force, or is it a wide net?
It's a really wide net. I would say, like, if I had to pick one, it would probably be right now intersectionality. Like, the work that we do as people of color and as feminists and as Muslims, I think just requires that by the very nature of the work that we do. And just like a constant awareness of all of the ways in which we carry multiple identities and how those various identities impact the systems that we live in and the degree to which we have access to justice in this world. And so that's probably, at least for me, one of my core principles. I think for each of us that work sort of more actively on the collective, we all kind of have our pet issues. In addition to that, so for me, for example, it's mental health, because that's the work that I do, and also education around Islam and like what Islam has been historically and how we actually do textual work. And so like that kind of stuff is what I do. We have other members of the community that are more deeply ingrained in, for example, queer theory and issues around queer rights in Islam, or around socialism and communism and sort of left-leaning policies. Like, I think everybody has their pet issues,
right? Which
I think is the benefit of a collective, right? Like you get that whole group of people with all their knowledge and all their skills,
and all their passion,
and all their passion, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think that's really the driving force. Yeah.
Wow. Well, I want to keep this short because the internet has a short attention span, but I'm delighted to be able to introduce some people to you through this video, and I'm really thrilled to talk to you. It's been great. I'm just going to, is there anything you want to say, like parting words before I turn off the video?
No, I think, I would just say that, like, Islam is often not what people think it is. And one of our greatest goals as a collective is to remind people that there are many different ways of being Muslim that are equally valid. And in our case, that means being loud and feminist and working for social justice. And sometimes it means standing on stage and screaming cunt, which is what we do once a year, which is great. And that is fine too. I encourage people to follow us. I'm sure it'll be fun, and we do have a lot of fun on our page, and we try our best to share things that we think are relevant.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you chatting with me, Salima.
Thanks for having me.